let's see how I can get into this.
Get in that zone.
Yep. You're just gonna hear me munching on muffins in the background.
Yeah.
Alright, first I like to introduce the person that I will be interviewing. Kaysin Blake,
Yes,
aka the Mic Strangler, aka the flyest monkey in the room,
Okay.
aka
I like that.
K Bizzle. Alright. So, who are you?
The Mic Strangler, the flyest monkey. Nah. I'm Kaysin Blake. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I'm a rapper, producer, etc., etc.
Alright, how long have you been rapping, producing?
I started when I was 11 because I had moved in with my dad, and before I was 11 and whatnot, I just always been around music, always just danced with my family. They used to be like, yo, do that move, like that type of thing. But when I got older, I had moved in with my dad, and it was like strictly rap with him. So I guess one day I just randomly just started writing raps. I don't know why. I wasn't inspired by a certain song, but I just wrote raps, and I was like, maybe this will have my dad talk to me. But yeah, I went to my aunt's house. I watched Straight Outta Compton at her house, and that's what really fueled it up. I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a rapper now. And then I heard Stand by Eminem, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be a rapper. I want to be like Eminem.
I want to be Eminem. So you said you've been around music your whole life, dancing, you've been rapping for a while. I've seen you have multiple shows at school where you're rapping, dancing, everything. So what would you say, since you've been around music your whole life, what would you say some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to when you create music? What do you think back to?
Like I said, Straight Outta Compton, a lot of old school rap. I said Eminem too. I just think back to those artists that inspired me. I also just take inspiration from pretty much anything that crosses my path, really. It could be, I could think of a conversation I had, a story I heard, just really anything, really.
Alright. So you said that you just think back to random conversations, anything. What's your process for, not the motivation to come up with a rap, but your process to start writing a rap?
I usually start with a beat. I make the beat, or I just find an instrumental to write to. As long as I have the backdrop of what I want to write to, or the song I'm making, I'm good.
Alright, so since this interview is for your new album, would you like to speak about your new album? It's called Get a Life, Kaysin Blake.
Yes, sir.
What inspired you to make this album? The whole idea of you need to get a life.
So there's this movie by Vin Diesel, and it's called Multifacial. It was his first short film, or first film in general. And I don't know, the film really resonated with me. And you hear throughout the tape, there's skits taken from the film. And yeah, the film just resonated with me, and I realized this is what I've been wanting to. This is what I've been getting at, because while working on the tape, I had a good chunk of songs. I was I'm not really saying nothing though. And I just took a step back, watched that movie, and I was I get it now.
You figured out.
I figured out what to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just the title in itself, it was just inspired by my friends. They refer to Kaysin Blake how the Peanuts gang refers to Charlie Brown. So I was yeah, I think this would be a good joke amongst my friends. Get a life, Kaysin Blake. And indeed it was. I heard it a couple times.
Get a life.
And the title's actually inspired by how the Charlie Brown movies are titled. You got Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown. That's the main movie that inspired the title. And my favorite Charlie Brown movie. I love Bon Voyage, Charlie.
Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Who's that? Brown.
It's really is just getting a life. That's it.
So, when you were making this album, you said you included a lot of skits. You produced most of the album yourself. There's some really nice, impressive beats on there.
Appreciate that.
How do you feel you've like evolved as an artist? Like, I'm assuming when you first started, you weren't making your own beats. How do you feel about like how far you've come, like starting to do more yourself?
I actually did start making, but yeah, I wrote my raps, but I mostly stuck behind the boards because when I was younger, me and my cousin, we were like a whack outcast. We were like two Busta Rhymes, but it was Outkast. So we were just very energetic, and that's it. He took up majority of the songs, and I only had like one verse, you know what I mean? So I just stuck behind the boards. But when I went solo, I'd continue doing both. And I think it's just like a natural thing as an artist. You just gradually get better with over time. You know, you learn new things. I think that's really it. Just over time, I got a little bit better.
Do you have anything specifically that, now that you've been rapping for about like 7 years,
Couple of years, yeah.
that you would like, if you could go back and like fix up some of the stuff that you used to do, like anything that you would change, even if it's just like your approach, your mindset to some of the stuff?
I think I don't know what I would change. I like the direction I'm going so far. I don't think I would change much.
That's fair.
I like how things are looking.
Yeah, so this album, this is the first full-length album that I've listened to by you. How do you feel? Do you feel that this album is your best work? Do you have any other albums that you've made that you prefer, or anything?
It changes sometimes. I know it's cliche. You hear this from a lot of artists, like you view your bodies of work as like kids, because I really do. I don't really think I could pick a favorite. As of right now, it's my favorite.
Yes.
But I don't think I'll ever have like a favorite body of work of mine. Maybe that'll change. But that's me right now. I don't think I could pick a favorite. But just know I do enjoy this one a lot, though.
Yes.
I'll say that. This one's one I enjoyed making and one I enjoyed listening to right now.
Yes. Alright, so for this album, it's a pretty decent length album. You got, what, like 16, 17 songs? 17 songs. It's an hour, like 10, something like that.
Hour and some change.
Yeah. It's almost like the maximum length that you could make an album. How long do you feel like, how much work, how long do you think you took to make this album? Like, what was the process of making specifically this?
It took me like a year and so. Like I said earlier, I had like a good chunk of songs, because the idea I have for this tape was a little different. But like I said, I had to sit back and look at the songs I had and think about like what I was saying, because if I'm gonna have an hour of your time, I have to be saying something. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to make an album filled with nonsense, but for an hour, I can't. Me personally, I can't do that. I would rather, even if it wasn't an hour, I would rather just be saying something. So that was really just the process. It was just, having fun with it, getting serious when I have to get serious. And yeah, I was just making songs, really. That was just the process, watching movies, getting inspiration, stuff like that.
So, you said that you really wanted to be able to say something, make sure that whoever's listening to it, they feel that they have a reason that they're listening to the full thing. It's a decent length album. So you have multiple, like you have a good variety of types of songs on there, from like personal songs, serious songs, and then just like fun, goofy songs that it's just like you can put that on whenever, and you'll be in a good mood.
Yeah.
So, one, some of those songs, a lot of those songs, you usually have features on those.
Yeah.
So, how did you go about like choosing who you want to be featured on your songs?
I just when I make a beat, it's like a certain feeling I get. Like I can tell there will be a feature on it, and usually I hear like a certain like frequency, like a certain voice. I know I want featured, so that's really what I went about it. Like the song "Deadly Venoms," when I made that beat, I already knew I was gonna have Seraphim and Corpse Bride on there. I already knew, so I hit them up. And I was like, yo, y'all want to be on this song? And then I made the Effin' With You beat, and I already knew like when I had the sleigh bells going, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have Brand on here. Like I didn't have nothing else with the beat. Exactly. As soon as I had the sleigh bells, I'm like, oh, this is just pure tomfoolery. I already know what to do. Yeah, it's just cool to have friends that rap too. So it was very easy to get people on here. And yeah, that's it. It's just a feeling I get.
Yeah.
To when it comes to collaboration.
Yeah. So you feel like collaboration, especially with, these are obviously people that are close with you, feel like that helps you with your music a lot, or?
Yeah, and convenient too.
Yeah. It makes things much easiher to find people when
really,
you already have them with you.
Exactly. Go to school the next day. Yo, I got a beat. You wanna hop on? I bet. I'll have your verse tomorrow.
Alright, so, this is a hard question because I know you said before it's hard to choose favorites, but do you have any specific song on this album that like stands out to you that you really enjoy working on or that you enjoy listening to the most?
I would say all of them. I just really enjoyed making the tape. It was, I would say the most fun I had was Effin' With You. I'll say that one was the most fun, but otherwise I like all the other ones.
Alright, so there's one song on this tape that I will never, this is bad, I will never remember the name of. You know, the 10-minute track where you're speaking about your life.
Mm-hmm.
So you speak a lot in that track about like your experience performing at school, between like the Black History Show, poetry slam, spring concert.
Yeah.
What was your experience like? How was it performing on stage and being like known in school as like you're almost every show you're on stage rapping, performing, people enjoying your shows and everything?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Like how is it performing on stage and being known as that?
So how it's like on stage, I'm nervous. Very. It's I don't know how to describe it. I enjoy being on stage. I'll say that. It's nice getting the people moving. It's nice, just a little nervous, that's all.
Alright. That's fair.
I enjoy it. I'm glad people enjoy me on stage too.
Yeah. Especially very large school.
Yeah.
And like especially during the last show, I think the spring concert, I got to sit in the audience for once. And when you came out on stage, everyone was getting out of their seats. It was definitely an experience. It was great.
That's nice to hear. Okay, so the funny thing about being on stage, I can't see y'all.
Can't see you.
Because despite my glasses, it's weird. It's every stage I'm on. Every stage. I just noticed it. I don't see faces. I just see shoes.
Shoes.
I only see your shoes. So I didn't see people jumping up or nothing. I saw shoes.
They all doing handstands in the crowd.
I saw shoes, flashlights. I saw no faces. That's nice to hear. I'm glad everyone had a good time.
Yeah, so you were saying how being on stage, especially school, I would say at the shows, there's probably 1,000 people there. That's a pretty decent crowd. So you say you get nervous, but in your music, you're definitely
Not
a
nervous.
different person. Like, you even specify on a couple of songs, including FOQ.
Mhm.
Like, there's a difference between Kaysin Blake, the rapper, and the person.
Mhm.
So how do you feel like your actual personality bleeds through to your music?
That's the thing. I feel like, in that specific lyric, I just use myself as an example, but I really just feel like I'm truly just being myself on like songs and in person. Like the same Kaysin you're getting now is really the same
Yeah.
person you're hearing on the song. Despite how much I exaggerate, that's just my humor and how I am. I just use myself because, not to make the lyric deeper than it is, but I just think it's just some people should really take into account though. Like there's a difference between like musicians and the people. But I also think sometimes people get you twisted as a person. So that was really the whole concept of effing with you. Like, so you think I'm just a jerk just to be a jerk? No, I'm just doing this because of this. I say in the chorus too. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't do this. So that's the whole premise of the song.
Like, you might as well just have fun with it, honestly.
Yeah, that's basically the answer to the question. I just feel that people get other people misconstrued for something for no reason, and be like, you want me to be a jerk? I'll be a jerk. Or if you want to be this, I'll be this. I'll be that. Shout out Redman.
If you gotta be a monkey, be a gorilla.
I love that lyric. That as unserious Redman is, that is such a dope philosophy. If you gotta be a monkey, be a gorilla.
Be a gorilla.
Okay, Mr. Noble, I'll be a fucking gorilla.
Yeah. Alright, so now, the last question about your new album. A long-awaited question. When is the album coming out?
Question I get a lot on the streets. My own family's getting involved, believe it or not. When you drop it, man, I don't know. That's the answer to the question. I don't
Time
know.
is a human construct.
Yes. Depending when this comes out. If this comes out before, it'll come out soon. If it comes out after, it just dropped.
We'll see how fast I can edit this.
Yeah, we'll see when this drops.
Okay.
But it's coming soon, and it been came.
Alright, now the last couple of questions that I have. So you listen, from me talking to you personally, I know that you listen to a lot of music, like a lot of different genres too.
Yeah.
What besides rap would you say are like some of your biggest inspirations?
Ooh.
Because I really like seeing like what else people listen to besides what they do, like what genre they make.
I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Michael Jackson got me into music, so I love Michael Jackson. Before I moved in with my dad, I used to listen to a lot of like rock, so I was big into like AC/DC and Queen. I'm a big Queen fan. Elton John. I love those guys. But as for rap though, I mentioned Eminem, NWA, but mainly Eminem, Cole, Andre 3000 or Outkast, Nas. Just like your usual suspects when it comes to rap. But then you got like your Mac Millers, Tylers, Kendricks.
So those being some of your biggest inspirations. Yeah. Alright, so do you have any other things you would like to add? Anybody that you would like to shout out? Anything at all?
Shout out to everybody interested in the tape. Shout out to those who plan on listening to the tape. And again, when this drops, shout out to those who already listened to it.
Listen to the tape.
Shout out to everybody on the tape. Planet Junior, aka The Round Table. Shout out Brain Dead. Shout out everybody. Shout out New York. Shout out you.
Alright.
Peace, love, positivity.
Yep.
Stay black, y'all.
Yo. Stay black, coming from the light skinned person.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
Shout out Logic.
Yo. Shout out to all the biracial kids.
Word.
Alright. That's it.
And that's it. Shout out Fergie from Black Eyed Peas.
Oh my god. Oh.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Really, any and everything. Like, if I'm really feeling it, I'll tell the I'll rap from the perspective of, I don't know, a record player if I wanted to. That sounded really cocky. I don't like how that sounded at all.
Rapping from the perspective of a record player?
No, I'm gonna change that. That sounded terrible. I don't know. I could probably. I see my Teen Titans DVD over there. I'll probably talk about being a superhero, maybe.
Okay.
Just anything that inspires me. Sounded like a dickhead there. Yeah, I'm rap from the perspective of a record player.
Record player. I got it. Spinning.